To proceed, we're going to start with the notes on Shariah. What is Shariah law? Shariah is defined as divine laws. These laws were given to mankind as a favor from our Creator and conveyed to us through His messengers. Messengers are people chosen by our Creator to convey His message. The message that they came to convey was that there is only one Creator and Sustainer of all that exists, and that all worship is to be directed to Him. The word Him, used here, is due to English language limitations. Our Creator in reality has no gender. Some of the more commonly known messengers were Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad. May Allah be pleased with them all. Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad were all from the lineage of Abraham. May Allah be pleased with him as well. All messengers were instructed to call their designated people away from the worship of false gods to the worship of one God. Messengers in the past were sent to various nations, tribes, etc. Moses and Jesus were sent to the Israelites, and Muhammad was sent to all of humanity. The name that our Creator chose for Himself is Allah. The name Allah comes from two Arabic words, al, meaning the, and illah, meaning one worshipped. Allah in reality means the one worshipped. The communicating directives by Allah to His messengers is referred to as revelation. These revelations define the standards of right and wrong and human morality. In order to preserve these revelations, the followers of the messengers would record them into books referred to as scriptures. Scriptures had different names and laws depending on their messengers. Moses had the Torah, Jesus had the Gospel, and Muhammad had the Quran. May Allah be pleased with them all. Laws that are found within the scriptures are referred to as Shariah, or divine law. Though laws varied amongst the scriptures, their core message was the same: worship one God. The general principle is that the current message overrides preceding messages. In short, if all the messengers were alive, they would all be ordered to follow the current message, whose messenger is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The totality of Allah's guidance to man is referred to as Islam. Islam means the act of submitting to the will of Allah. The root word of Islam is salam, or peace. The implementation of Islam establishes individual and societal peace. Practitioners of Islam are called Muslims. All messengers and their followers practiced Islam and were Muslims. The Islam of the current and final messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is comprised of the Quran and his Sunnah. His Sunnah means his speech and actions recorded into books called hadiths. Allah provided the Sunnah of the messengers so that they may serve as examples to their followers as how to correctly implement the Shariah. Those who strive to act in accordance to the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad are called Sunni. The best Sunni Muslim practitioners were the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, known as the Salaf. They too were chosen by Allah to serve as examples for future generations of Muslims as how to implement the Sunnah. The Prophet instructed future Muslims to follow what he and his companions were upon. Sunni Muslims, who reference the Salaf for proper comprehension and implementation of the Sunnah, are known as Salafi. Many of the Muslims who simply refer to themselves as Sunni or simply just Muslim without specifying Salafiyya as their methodology frequently misinterpret and misapply the Sunnah. The act of deviating from the path of the Salaf is called bid'ah, innovating in the religion. This seemingly small matter is the leading cause of bloodshed, terror, and oppression throughout the world at the hands of Muslims. These deviant Muslims, known as Ahl al-Bid'ah, or the people of innovation and desires, bring about great oppression through their ignorance and desires for revenge, status, power, etc. Knowledge must precede statement and action in order for acts of worship to be done correctly.